It's officially party season. That's why I'm so excited to share with you some of my makeup artist tricks for keeping your makeup lasting all night and your skin looking fresh and camera ready for all of your events and dinners. That's why I'm breaking this down into a 3-part series for the rest of December. Today, I'm sharing my top tips and tricks on how to keep your makeup smudge proof, budge proof, waterproof. I've got you. It's gonna last all night long. Next week is for the jet set, how to pack like a beauty pro, and I'm sharing some of my in-flight essentials. And the third week, it'll be right before New Year's Eve, which is crazy. I cannot believe how fast this year has gone by. But New Year's Eve is really all about the kiss. So I wanna share with you how to get a smooth, soft, kind of buttery, puffy pout. So subscribe, you don't wanna miss out, and let's get started. Nothing is more frustrating than having your makeup fade or break apart or just lose its color through the night. So I think about long-lasting makeup in 3 categories: prep, set, and touch-up essentials. I like to set the stage and make sure the makeup's gonna last all night. I highly recommend using an eyeshadow primer. This is especially great if you have oily eyelids or you just notice that your eyeshadows don't remain that bold color that you first put on, or they crease during the evening. Eyeshadow primer can be your best friend. One of my favorites is this one from Urban Decay. This is the eyeshadow primer potion in the original formula. So I like to put this on before eyeshadow. Now this is a nude color, so it absolutely goes with anything, and it's sort of transparent. It blends into your skin tone. You blend it onto your eyelid before you put on shadow. Then you take your fingertip and just lightly pat that in from your top lash line all the way up to your eyebrow. And then you'll proceed to put on your eyeshadow. It will keep your eyeshadow on so beautiful all night long. So a great little trick if you only wear eyeliner is to apply this to your lash line. So you can actually take a brush or just use your finger to pat it in along your top, above your top lashes before you put on your liquid liner, your pencil, or your gel, and it really helps lock it in so it doesn't smudge throughout the night. So let's move on to eyeliner. One of the staples in my kit that I've been using for years is the Longwear Waterproof Gel Eyeliner from Bobbi Brown. This is one of my favorites. This is the method where the color is in the pot and you need to use an angled brush to apply this, but this absolutely works. The thing with this is that you apply a little bit to the brush and you press it into your upper lash line. You can make that line you can make that line as thin or as thick as you want, but it absolutely lasts. One of my favorite drugstore sort of dupes for this is the one by Maybelline, and I think that one works exceptionally well as well. And if you're into using a pencil eyeliner, I love the ones from Dior. I'll put some links below some of my favorite liquid liners. But the key is just, if you know you're somebody your eyeliner is like fading away very easily, try using a waterproof eyeliner. I think that'll be something easy for you to kind of switch up and notice a big difference right away. Next is mascara. You want to prep your lashes to last all night long. Of course, you can try using a waterproof mascara. My favorite waterproof is the Blackout. It's like a super jet black formula from Dior. This is the waterproof number 99. It's just like the blackest of blacks, and it really pops the lashes. I feel like the color stays really well in the lashes without flaking or dropping down throughout the night. The other great tip for you is a Tube Technology mascara. And if you've never tried one, it's an interesting kind of formula. There's one from Kevyn Aucoin that is in a volume formula that I love. I was going to show it to you, but I actually ended up giving it to one of my clients when I was at an appointment earlier this week. But basically, it puts a seal on every single eyelash, and it seals it in, and it absolutely does not move. It's great for if you have you wear contacts, your eyes get irritated easily, or if you're just somebody who constantly feels like your mascara is dropping down and smudging, try a Tube Technology mascara. Blink, B-L-I-N-C, makes a great one as well. I'll put links to that below. Now we're gonna move to setting your makeup, and this is gonna give your makeup extra long-wear staying power all night. Really, really important to set your makeup at the very end with a lightweight translucent powder And one of my favorites is the one from Laura Mercier. Now, if you think that's a little bit messy and you don't want to deal with a loose powder, I totally get it. Another one that I like is from Makeup Forever. This is kind of a blot, takes away the shine and sets your makeup. And so here's the thing when I'm setting makeup. I really like to use kind of a smaller brush. I don't like to use a huge powder brush because I feel like it blends all of the colors kind of together, and it can, especially if you're doing like bronzer and blush and highlighter on your cheeks, I tend to think it shifts the makeup around a little bit too much. So I want to be really intentional and mindful about where I'm placing that setting powder. I like to place powder on the areas of the face that get shiny. So it's going to be the forehead, maybe lightly down the bridge of the nose, on the sides of the nose, the chin. I tend to keep powder off of the cheek area. That's where I've highlighted really beautifully. So you don't want to mute that color with powder. So that's a trick with setting powder. The final thing that I want to wrap up with are just a couple of tips and tricks for on-the-go kind of touch-up essentials. One of my absolute favorite things that I send all my clients out with, and I always keep in my little handbag, are these little cotton buds. Now these have makeup remover in the center here, so you pack this away with you, and sometimes you go and look in the mirror, you need to touch up. This is excellent to remove any excess mascara that maybe has smudged, or sometimes lipstick over the course of a few hours will collect in the corners of the mouth. You can use this to remove there. I think it's just a great little emergency. You always know that you have this, and it fits in the tiniest of handbags. You just pop one end of the cotton bud, and then makeup remover goes down to the other side. These things are so brilliant. I absolutely love these. That's a great little trick to always have with you. These are from Almay. The other trick, if you don't want to use powder, you can also use a kind of a touch-up sheet. Now these are from Tatcha. I really love these because, check it out. So you put this little sheet, and this is going to absorb any excess oil on your skin without putting on more makeup. So like right now I've already powdered because I'm under some lights. My skin is gonna get a little bit shiny. So just check it out. So if I put this on my forehead and lightly press it in, you can probably see a little bit of the shine kind of coming through. I'm sure this looks very attractive, but you press it in and then you lightly take it off, and you can see where it's picked up any excess shine. So these are great to keep with you, even if you don't want to take the whole packet. If you just take 2 little sheets and kind of tuck them away in your bag, it's awesome to have on the go. And then my final trick for kind of touching up lipstick or maybe concealer or something like that. I know you guys have those really tiny little bags when you're going out to events, and it's hard to fit everything you need when it comes to your phone, powder, brushes, the whole thing. It usually just won't fit in there. So what I have learned over the years that you can do, you find a travel size brush, either a lip brush or concealer brush, a travel size powder brush, okay? And you load the brush with the color. So for example, this is a tiny lip brush, and if this is the color that I'm going to be wearing all night, this isn't going to fit into my handbag. It's just a little bit too big. But I know that I'm gonna want to retouch my lipstick. So what I like to do is take my little travel brush and I pack the color onto the end of the brush. And you're making a on-the-go, ready-to-use touch-up. So we're packing it onto the brush, and I do the same thing for concealer. I'll do the same thing for powder. I'll load the brush with powder, and then I'll basically, once it's loaded like this, you're gonna slip this brush into a brush guard. Now I'm gonna put a link and maybe a picture below. I again have given away all of my brush guards. I've been making so many travel sets for clients. It's a very busy season right now, so I need to pick some more of those up. But basically the brush guard will slip over this brush and protect it from, getting this lipstick or powder everywhere in your bag, and it protects the brush. So that's just a great little, trick to take your makeup with you if you don't have room in your bag and you just want to quickly touch up. It's one of my kind of favorite go-to tricks that has worked for me and my clients for years. Prep, set, and touch up. These are some of my favorite ways to make your makeup last all night long. I didn't really cover long-lasting lipsticks and that sort of thing because I'm going to be covering that in my New Year's Eve video. And next week is all for the jet setter, how to pack your makeup bag like a pro. I'm sharing some of my in-flight essentials. I'll put links to all the products below. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single Tuesday. I'll see you soon.